Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. What a game. When the game launched, it was an absolute mess, and nothing has really been changed to rectify this poor reception. Yes, there have been patches that have removed the biggest bugs and glitches in the game, but nothing has ever really been done to improve the base game itself. The skate parks that you can play on are bland and feel like they were way too rushed, and not to mention every park is very small. The parks aren't big enough to get the biggest combos and chained tricks that you could do in the earlier Pro Skater games. And whilst skating in Pro Skater 5, you almost felt claustrophobic. Levels in Pro Skater 5 feel like they were player created, purely due to the fact that they are so buggy and feel unfinished. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 has online functionality, and my is it pointless. There is literally no benefit from the online component to the game. If you logged on and somehow found some players in a skate park, you can't actively play any missions with anyone. Perhaps you can play alongside them, but not in a competitive way. Players in the free roam skate parks can be, let's say, irritating. If you're completing a massive combination of tricks and another player brushes past you, then that combo that you were trying to achieve will almost be gone instantly. Colliding with players will cause you to lose your combo, and that is very annoying. Honestly, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 should have just been an offline game. In addition to my statement that the game should have just been offline, the lack of an actual campaign makes the progression in the game feel pointless. The only real content that you get in this game for both online and offline are challenges, and these challenges start to get repetitive very soon. They are basically the same for every skate park that you go on, and I'm really hoping that everyone can hear my disappointment with this game, because it was just so lackluster. There was no NPCs that gave you a storyline to tell you about a future skating career. No, you just got challenges that give you some character customization. When you think of skateboarding, you'd think of cool tricks as you flip over a half pipe, but sadly in this game, all of the cool moves are hidden behind a special meter, which you can actually accumulate by just playing the game. This special meter ruins the actual flow of the game. Tricks aren't just openly available to you. The special meter allows you to perform cool tricks, but this meter that you accumulate is gone within 10 seconds. Robomodo, the developer of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, certainly went for a more arcadey feel with this entry, and I don't think it did them any favours, and I really feel like it cheapens the entire experience when you play the game. When you first boot up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, you get minimal nostalgia from it. Yes, it does have the Tony Hawk name, but it is quickly ripped away from you due to the poorly designed levels as said previously. And of course, the long loading times, as well as my personal favourite, numerous clip-in issues. The more you play, the more it starts to feel like a PS2 game. It's so unpolished, and not to mention, the graphical art style makes the game look really dated. It's a cel-shaded style, and it really does add years to the game. And in addition to the game feeling like a PS2 game, Pro Skater 5 feels like a stripped back experience due to the lack of modes. Although you can play player created levels, which is nice and does set a different change of pace with bigger levels and more variety. I'd say that the player created maps are the way to go if you really want to play this game. There are so many possibilities when it does come to player created maps. You can even create your ideal skate park, which can be shared with everyone who plays the game currently. Following Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5's launch, there is apparently a remaster of the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game in the works. This may have been put into production after Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5's disastrous launch, which after the game did drop, its developer Robomodo went out of business. And if that doesn't say enough, then I don't know what will. I really don't think a remaster is going to redeem this series, but the thing is that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 didn't go far enough with its content. Its lack of features really destroyed any replayability that the game could have had. And considering that this is one of the few skateboarding games on the console market as of yet, we haven't heard any mention of a Skate 4, so I guess that we're just left with Pro Skater 5 being the poster boy of skateboarding for the console market. The Tony Hawk game franchise was ruined by this entry in the series, and I can't see the series coming back with a new entry for a very long time. Pro Skater 5 just really disappointed most of the fans. For the first week when I got this game, I led myself into a road of denial, saying that the game was good, but after a week or so, I really realised what I and many others were playing. A game that squandered a classic and beloved franchise, that was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, then subscribe and turn on that notification button so you don't miss another upload from me. So thank you, and goodbye.